And that kid just like looked up at the moon, lit his cigar.
I was gonna say, what is
Which
that
kind of makes
supposed to
sense.
mean?
If you lead the horse to water and he doesn't drink immediately, he may not be thirsting for the truth. But if you stake him there long enough where he gets thirsty and the temptation of the water rolling by, he'll eventually drink. Just like people in the ocean, you know that drinking salt water is going to kill you, and it's a violent death. Seizures, hallucinations, cramps, it's terrible. But eventually, they say even your best survivors, even the teachers, will eventually drink because, it's water. It's cold. You're thirsty.
Yeah.
Because, if you picture, how thirsty you've been in your life, and then picture, like, been that thirsty, like, times 10, and you're floating and there's nothing but cold water around you, you're going to drink. It's just, humanism. Like, people say, I would never eat another human to stay alive. Yeah, they would. Just like that movie Alive, those people on that airplane, they were everyday people.
Based on a real story. But yeah, but
They
how
ate
do you
people's
know?
guts.
But but how do you know when? But you hit rock bottom. You hit a point in your life where you are rock bottom. Do you ever forget then when you were at rock bottom? When you come
Not if
back
you
up?
truly hit rock bottom. I think a lot of us think that we do hit rock bottom when we're really not rock bottom, because a lot of times in this fight for Hunter, I kept saying, man, I'm rock bottom. But then later on, I found out, no, you can fall even further. I think that you really have to hit total rock bottom. And when you hit that total rock bottom, there's only one way you come out of that. One way. And that is God breaking you, making you rely and have faith in Him and Him only. I believe that's Him breaking you, taking you from the world, believing in yourself and others, and believing that you can change it, other people can change it, believing you can win this, whenever God just keeps breaking you down, saying, I need you to trust me. I've
And
been
how many
praying a lot.
times? I was gonna say, and how many times have you denied God and gone against what
I
God
haven't denied.
would? No.
Well, I haven't denied God, but I have went probably and corrupted His plan, or prolonged it, or tainted it, or slowed it, because human nature also is to defend yourself. I mean,
But you've also done things specifically, not in defense
well,
of yourself, but
I think that if you fight righteously with the truth, and you're righteous, like you're exposing or whatever, that's fine. But when you do like what Josh did, and you come out like Rhonda and Melissa and them, and you say that I have sex with my parents and my mom and all these lies, that's not righteous. But to fight them back unrighteously, what's the God say? Do not fight evil with evil, but fight evil with truth. But
right.
I'm not saying I haven't done it, because I know I've done it. I know that I fall short of. I need Jesus every day, but I'm praying and I'm trying to make that understanding. Trying to, because whenever I fight righteously, I don't feel bad about it at all. I don't. Now, my heart does not like Rhonda at all. So I have no sympathy, no respect, no dignity or honor for her. None. To me, honestly, I would have more honor for Josh than I would Rhonda. Rhonda is pure evil. She is the epitome of evil. Josh is evil. But I think Josh is afraid of Rhonda because he told me in that phone call, I've got it recorded. He didn't want to go against her because she had already made friends with so many of his close people and that she would turn them on him. He admitted that. He said Rhonda is well rooted in the community.
Well, if he wasn't doing
And look,
evil shit behind people's backs for the first place, I mean, Josh is the one that he's been lying about. He lies about everybody. So yeah, I can
everybody.
understand that.
But the
Hmm.
one thing Josh will do that Rhonda won't do is Josh will come out and attack you. To where Rhonda, get a hold of Rachel Applegate. Do this, do that. And, Josh was like a little bitty country that was wanting to destroy another country. And Rhonda was a country that was a nuclear power, and she said, hey, we both got a common enemy. How about I just give you a nuclear weapon and you just fucking nuke him and destroy him? So Rhonda gave him the information, and I'm sure she provoked him a little. So he nukes me, which boom, it hurt me overnight. I lost thousands of people. It was a surprise attack. I was hit, boom, blows up. But then it doesn't happen the way they think because then they realize that, well, half of my people were in bunkers and we had generators. So we survived the initial blow, and then I came back and totally started hitting him with a bunch of old people, and the war was on. And Josh didn't want this to be a long war. He wanted me out of the picture and him moving on, being successful, being the top dog, making all the money. That was his plan. He told me that before me and him ever fought. He just wanted me to be part of it with him, and I said no. And whenever I said no, he had to destroy me. I mean, if you can't control somebody, and then you have to, destroy him in his mind. If you're a narcissist, if you can't control him, you destroy him. That's what a narcissist does.
Mm.
And when I told him I wasn't going to do it, he tried to destroy me. And he couldn't destroy me. I mean, he hurt me. I ain't gonna lie. I'll admit that anywhere. He hurt me, and he hurt me bad. If I wouldn't have had the numbers I had, Abnormal wouldn't be here. I set up with, Brooks and Scott and all of them, and I didn't drop like 20 or 30. I was dropping 1,000 at a time. And, I thought maybe I would lose 5,000 that night, just trying to be like optimistic. Oh, hell no. It was like 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. And Scott was so upset. Scott cried. He thought my channel was done. So did I. What did I drop to? Like, what was it? Like 10,000, 11,000, something like that? From, what was I? Like 21, something like that? 20,000, something like that?
Who are you
I mean,
asking?
you.
I don't. I don't know. I wasn't. I was not there.
Because I know I was ahead. I passed Josh. I was bigger than Josh. And when he got done with me, I was way down, like 8, 9, 10,000, somewhere around there. It was a hard hit. And I was like, damn. And you know how long it took me to even start growing from that point? Like, my videos went from 8,000 views, a sit down, to 30 and 40. That was mentally hard to do because when you're pushing hard and you're studying hard and you're putting out content and you're used to, getting views for it, and all of a sudden only 30 or 40 people are watching, that's hard. It makes it hard to keep going. But I just kept doing it and 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 doing it.
Well, And a lot of it has to do with the fact that you are going boots on the ground and you are getting viewers through that, and people are coming in on a daily basis or every single show while you're doing that. That makes a huge deal.
Well, I didn't even realize that whenever I was first hit because I wasn't doing boots on the ground. And that's why I believe I stayed stagnant so long. I tried to replenish my show by sit downs, and the sit downs weren't doing it no more. So, what was it? 20 at the end of 2025 started really pushing boots on the ground, maybe
No,
the middle of the year, somewhere around there.
no, because I had made the, I was telling you that your night investigations were picking up. It goes back to that night that Sarah wasn't with you. She was home because of the storm.
She hates storms.
And you were getting all of this weird shit coming in. And then it like increased from there.
Oh, if I wasn't sick right now, I would love to have went out in the snow, but having the throat anaphylaxis, they told me do not be breathing the cold air.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind
because
of why. Oh, go
they
ahead.
said the cold air can cause, what are they called? They call them something else, but like cuts, like cracks, lesions, or.
Well, the cold air in general dries out your skin, and yeah, it's not good. But oh, close.
Well, I ordered me a breather thing to where I can breathe and it'll warm the air. So we'll see how that works.
Oh, there it is. What the fuck is in my vinegar?
Mom, she went to the store the other day. I'm gonna kick her butt. She bought me a pair of jeans like I used to wear when I worked. The reinforced jeans, the military-looking jeans.
I can't find my cargo pants. I'm kind of irritated about that. I still am a little bit irritated at the fact that everybody else fucking knew and I didn't. You're a dick.
Now they told me not to say nothing.
Who?
Fucking sis. Mom, I
But
just found
yet,
some Christmas presents I didn't even know I had.
ooh, nice.
Yeah, army fatigues.
Hmm.
I was looking for something else.
But yet, really, Sharon and Pam?
Well, they knew without knowing because Sharon asked me about it and Pam asked me. They're like, "I heard your mom. Your mom was there that night, wasn't she?" And I was like, "Nope." I said I wasn't saying nothing, and they was like, "Oh," so they knew.
Yeah. So instead, I'm the stupid one.
So I
So is that?
technically didn't say. I just
So
didn't say, and they knew.
is that when they stopped? Is that when Sharon stopped showing up for some of your shows?
Oh no, no, because mom's only went like 2 or 3 times. She hasn't went a lot. She can't go a lot because her doctor told her that she can't be out a lot.
So who's in the car the other times?
Josh went with me like twice, and he was waiting in the car, hoping to have a confrontation. I guess is what you would call it.
Um, So who was the one in the vehicle the few times that they forgot to mute the live stream when you opened the vehicle door?
That could have been Josh or Mom.
Mm.
Could have been Josh. He has a headset that's better than mine. I don't know what kind it is, but it's Bluetooth, but it looks like a trucker. You know, like truckers wear.
Yeah.
It's got the thing that goes around to the front of your mouth, and he's got one of those that's cordless. He's also got a pair of glasses,
Mm-hmm.
and you put the glasses on, and they have a speaker that goes in your ear, and he can like poke a button on his glasses, and the lens will go clear, and he can poke a button, and they go tint, and they're Bluetooth. They're pretty cool, and he wears those sometimes.
But that still doesn't explain why they're out there like making hoops and hollers at you.
No, they didn't make hoots and hollers. They just talked. Oh, that's real. It's just
Really?
everybody was hearing them talk. Yeah, I swear to God. That's honest on my dad's grave. That's true.
Michael, so you're telling me that those strange EVPs that come through that actually said Sky Wonderly and Jesse and Brooks and Sarah and Amanda and
That
Randy.
that probably Josh talking. Because he walked beside me on some of those. Well, right, like on the other side where people wouldn't see him. And
So
he
who
was
was
reading some of the stuff to me. He'd be like, hey, talking to me. And
so
he was reading
what
chat to me.
so what about the EVP that came through that some of them actually caught you on that said specifically the fucker in her pussy?
Fuck her, pussy.
You don't remember that one?
I don't remember that one, but that could have been something Josh would say.
Because that was something that came through in there. Remember, I think it was Scared Silly who actually called it out and was like, I don't want to keep it posted here, but you need to go to this timestamp and remove this afterwards because I don't want to draw attention to it. And you were like, what does it say? And I was like, oh, I thought I heard that during the live stream, but I didn't go back to look. And yeah, it sure does sound like it.
Oh, it definitely could have been him because he's filthy when we're out there. And I've had to tell him before with my hand, like, shh, back off.
But that came out of nowhere. That was a weird EVP that would have come through.
Well, he's on what are they called? CB. So there's a lot of communication going on behind the scenes. Because we had Sarah's husband, Chris, was hid down the road in a parking place in the dark. And Josh was in communication with him because we were going to block them fuckers in. So it was all set up to catch them.
I'm not talking about recently, Mike. I'm talking about a while back.
No, he's went with me. He's been out there before.
No, I'm talking about
Before
like,
all this even happened.
yeah, this stuff has been going on, but those EVP sounds have been going on for quite some time. And they're not all
Another thing I've learned.
EVPs.
Well, I've had Josh on my phone before, like I've had you on the phone too,
Yeah.
in case something happened. But I didn't have him in my upper pocket in my coat. I always kept him in my bids, or if I was in my pants, I kept him in my back pocket, just because he knew where I was at, and he's actually on the fire department search and rescue. He's a search and rescue on our volunteer fire department. Because there's been some times when I didn't know what was going to happen. But I ain't going to have anybody be able to go with me now. Because he's fixing to go to Louisiana for 4 months. That's what I don't like. I'm not happy about that.
So, no, I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna come out and say it. You don't like it, whatever. Um, Way back in the very beginning, you have to understand where I'm coming from. You were really mean to me last week. And it has made me go back, just like I said, go back through videos and question things. And there's that moment in my head where Brooks had said she was a fucking bitch and had made that comment about you weren't ever going to get Hunter back if she was gone, and that with me, it would never happen.
She still says that. She tells Sarah that all the time.
Yeah. My question is this. Is it because Brooks was all about the pushing of the stuff and hoaxing every once in a while just to try and push it a little bit more? And I wasn't.
No,
Because
because
after all, hold on. After all, you have said to me time and time again that I needed to be just a little bit more than I don't know what your words are. Not bad, just pass that line, cross that line. It's okay, and not be so soft. And is that
no, it's
why?
okay to entertain. It's okay to entertain. But no, there has never been anything set up. Every scream that you've heard across the creek, all that, that's real. Absolutely real. There's no way I could even fake that. Even down on the lake with Sarah, where that was across the lake screaming at us, there would be no way to fake that.
But the
That was
things
plumb
like,
across the lake.
but the things like the sticks waving in front of the phone, or the feathers being left on the car, or the
No, no, that was real. That's why Sarah quit. Because Sarah was thinking it was feral people. And that freaks her out. Just like Kaylee crying that night. She saw something that scared her to fucking death.
oh, I believe that.
No. Now, some of the talking and stuff, Josh would fuck with me out there and be like, try to scare me or say my name or, or he'd say, the devil's going to get you or some shit like that and laugh.
Well, it made me
But
kind of
he's
wonder
also,
why there were times where you were like, "Oh yeah, EVP, oh yeah, uh-huh," because you do it with him fucking
no,
with
because,
you already.
well, some of them I don't know if they really are or if it's him fucking with me when I'm out there. No. I've had Pam and them ask me if me and you set stuff up, or they asked me if you bought subs, and I said no.
Bought subs for your channel or bought subs for mine?
For years.
Yeah, I
Pam,
actually.
Nancy, and Sharon have all asked me that.
Yeah, I've actually had somebody now come to me and say, "Are you sure Mike didn't buy subs for your channel?" And then turn around and blame it on Josh.
Mike can't hardly buy gas for his car.
Yeah, but buying subs apparently doesn't cost that much, does it?
I honestly swear to God, don't know what they cost. I have no idea.
What are you eating? Stop it.
I know Josh has talked about it, but I don't know. I wouldn't even put my channel in jeopardy of doing that and getting everything deleted. There ain't no way.
No, but somebody to buy subs for another channel and make it look like bullshit, that would be easy.
Well,
What better
YouTube
thing
would
to
be able
do
to
than to.
find that.
Well, yeah, that's what I thought too. But then, if that's the case, then how come Josh was still pushing me buying subs and me hoaxing and all of this other shit? Why are there
Because he
still
knew it would
rumors
hurt you.
going around? Why are there still rumors going around that I'm hoaxing shit and I'm not?
Because that's what they do. That's what they like to do. No, I've actually defended you to the mods because I'm not going to say no names, but some of our mods think that you are a witch. And I've defended you every day on that. And some of them I know that you care for.
Oh, I hate to
Look
say
at
this. I hate to say this to you, but there is, huh?
Mom. She asked me if that was my snot rag. I said, "You want to lick it?" And she went,
Oh no, I hate to say this, but there's not a single mod that I could care less about. No, absolutely not. Don't be fooled about that one, not one bit. Because I
well,
know they talked shit about me before, and just because they're in my channel now as a moderator doesn't mean I don't know what shit they talked prior to that. So no, don't care. I told you I
no,
don't
I even
forget.
told them. I told them they was going to make it obvious because of some of the comments that they make, and even in the shows that I've caught.
What?
Because they
What
make
do
their
you
dig. They make their digs.
at me?
Oh yeah,
Mm.
not like right out make a dig at you, but maybe it's obvious to me because I know. I don't know.
Oh well, I know Sky Wonderly sure as fuck didn't like me.
No,
Cause
she's not the one.
oh, I'm not talking about before. I'm talking about recently because even at New Year's, she said, you know, I really didn't know whether or not I liked Jess very much, but I guess she's kind of growing on me. You're fun when you're drinking, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, I
Okay.
don't know.
Yeah, you probably didn't see that. You were sleeping, so you missed all of that chat. That was why
Yeah,
I
I
was
didn't know
trying to
nothing
get the
about
shit downloaded and stuff, and
that.
I was like, okay. But yep, I remembered that because it was kind of like you didn't know whether or not you liked me or not. That's not usually something you would say. Kind of like you don't just contact another woman out of the blue and ask them or say that to them. Whatever. You don't say that.
Yeah, I thought that was weird too.
Oh, you didn't ask her to say, hey, ask Jess if she's mad or if
No,
there's
I
anything
really
wrong.
didn't.
You did that
No,
with me and
she,
Travis.
but I didn't her because she even sent me the conversation and told me she was sorry and hoped that she didn't make you mad. That she thought you were mad because she was coming on as a co-host, and I'd asked her to come on as a co-host, and she said I just wanted her to know that I had nothing to do with anything.
What? No.
She was afraid that she was afraid you were upset because I asked her to co-host. And
No.
that was exactly what she told me. She said I didn't want her mad at me thinking that you was bringing me on. because she said that she would co-host. She just has to get her room set up and get her laptop set up, and then she would co-host with us.
Michael, you want to know why I got upset with you? First of all, other than you being a complete dipshit sometimes, and by the way, you've been really fucking up on your videos. But the reason why I got so fucking mad was because I knew what was going on out there on your boots on the ground. And I knew, just like that conversation when you were like, you're weird, you're being weird. Yeah, you know what? I don't have anything reserved. I don't have anything booked. I knew you were going to freak out and tell me that I can't be down there because you don't want me to see what's going on actually when you are out there. I'm not
That's
stupid.
actually that's actually not true. That's really not true. If you would have heard the conversation in the front room that night, you would have known for sure that's not why. That was hell for me that night. Because Sarah was plumb fucking pissed. I mean, plumb pissed.
Then why did you keep turning around and making it seem like I was only planning on coming down there because I thought that we could have a fucking relationship? You know damn well that's not what I was even talking about.
I wasn't even talking about that. I was just saying that my attorney said that it's not a good idea for me to do that with anybody. Because whenever I even mentioned it about doing it with Christy, he was
Yeah,
like,
I know.
"Are you engaged to her? Are you dating her? Do you have a long-lasting relationship with her?" I was like, "No, she's just a friend."
Yeah.
And then he said, "No." He said, "I would advise against you being out in the dark with a woman." And then whenever I asked about you, Mom was in there, Sarah was in there, and this has been a while back, and he said, "It would not be a good idea because you have already brought out stuff about them. You have attacked them." And he didn't want to make it look like that you had incentive to attack her, that you were doing it because it was the right thing to do. He said, "My focus has to be on Hunter, not myself, not my needs, but his needs."
Well, you turned around and threw some pretty nasty shit in my face and made it seem like the only reason why I wanted to come down was because I wanted to have a relationship. And
No, I
yeah,
was trying to
that
say
pissed
that
me.
I was
No.
protecting you
Then
is
why
why
the
I
heck
didn't
did
do
you
any of that.
throw in my face the video and the photo?
It wasn't it wasn't throwing it in your face. What I was trying to convey to you was I didn't do that because I know that causes a connection. And I didn't want to lead you down a road and do that with you and cause a connection whenever I don't even know what I'm doing. That would have been wrong. That's why I didn't do it. Was I tempted? Yeah, I was tempted. But I didn't do it because you're my friend. And I didn't want to hurt you like that because I know what it feels like to be led on and then your heart destroyed. I wasn't going to do that to you. And that's why whenever you'd bring things up, I wasn't rude to you about it. I would change the subject or I wouldn't do anything because I did not want to hurt you that way because you're my friend. I don't do that. If I wouldn't have cared, I would have done it, got a cheap thrill and whatever. I'm not that way. No way I would ever do that not knowing what my future holds with somebody. No way. I've had that done to me before, and I know what that feels like. And I refuse to ever do that to somebody. That's wrong. And I won't do it. And I even spoke to Jen about it because she was giving me the mama talk one day, and I told her. I said, I've been straight up with her, and I told her, I don't know what I'm going to do. And Jen said she respected me for that because I said, I've been honest from the first. I don't know. Until Hunter comes home, I don't know. I talk to a lot of people, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't talk to people as far as wanting a relationship with people. I mean, that'd be like people saying I want a relationship with Sharon, because I talked to Sharon.
Well, no. Relationship, but how many photos of women have you received?
There's been a bunch of women that sent me photos.
Yeah.
But
Just
I don't do
because.
anything with it.
Just
I just
because, right?
ignore it and I move on. Just like, what's her name? Wendy. Everybody knows what she done. She was never provoked. Everybody knows that. She would just do it. And I think she done it to, I don't know, get a rile out of everybody because Scott would always be like, oh, God, I just talked to Scott probably 3 days ago, was talking about what Wendy was doing. He's like, she must have been starved for attention, because normally you don't do that.
Out of the blue, you were talking to Scott Bamel?
Yeah, he contacted me about 3 days ago.
Since when?
What do you mean?
I didn't know you guys were talking. I thought he went MIA.
He was until about 3 days ago. He sent me a message and asked me, what was it he said? He said, oh, how are you and the family or something like that. And we talked for like one night, and that was it. And then today he sent me a link to watch some kind of a YouTube thing over the Book of Enoch or something. It's a story over the Book of Enoch. I thought I'd watch it. Just like, whenever I talked to Clark that one day, and Clark was upset, and I told him, I said, we got to quit this shit. And Clark, I told him, I said, don't be mad at nobody. We got to stick together. And then Clough said, yeah. He said, because he said Dana said that any of us got mad at each other, it would be mutually assured destruction, is what he compared it to. And I hate that Clough's not in our chat no more. I miss chatting with him. I mean, I chat with him every now and then, but it ain't the same. It's not like, joking with him and stuff like we did. I miss that. But I can't force him to do it, and I don't want to nag him, because nagging him just running further and further away. So just hopefully over time, he will. I don't know. You never know. I just got to keep Hunter as my number one focus right now, and my health right now. I think people in the community are coming around a little. Harold and Christy reached out to me. They haven't talked to me in forever.
Yeah.
Harold was talking about wanting to come on the show. But then I wonder, is he wanting to come on my show because he likes me or because he knows I'm growing? And I hate that about this field, is because you don't know where people stand. I thought I knew Chris Cyrus, but God, what he sent me yesterday, he sounded like fucking David Koresh.
What did he send you?
Just weird shit. Here, I'll read you some of it. You tell me if this ain't weird. I ain't never had him even act like this before. I kind of took it as he was attacking me, attacking you.
Attacking me?
Yeah, like weird though. Hold on, I'll read it to you. And he's under Christopher Mason now. for some reason. Let's see. Okay, so I said, I hope you're doing well, bro. I was just checking in on him. I said, you have any ideas on a show we can do? Pick a subject, bro, and we can do a show. Miss having you on. This is what he came back and said. Doing better. We can do some cryptid stuff I can share with you. Some stuff about Jersey and the occult. I don't know if you do things like that. I hope your audience sees my vision when I come back. His vision. I know I'm a guest maybe. I just got to show up more in my schedule. I just need more support. It's tough. But I'm not using your platform for views. I do love presenting and being a vocal figure on the show. I said, yeah, we can do some stuff. Just let me know. And he said, awesome. Yeah, man, hope more people sub to my stuff soon. I'm getting frustrated with the lack of support because I believe a lot of folks are fake and don't care for my vision. Again. And I said, it's hard to get subs anymore, for sure. He said, nah, it's just people pick and choose, to be honest. It's one of the reasons. I just can't stand society anymore. Only way is to put money into it, but that's not how I want to do it. Hopefully 2026 looks up. I said, that's true for sure. He said, but guess what? I always love doing shows with you, man, but I think you have an evil presence on your show. And I said, really? You think I have an attachment? And he said, no. I don't think you have a spiritual attachment, but I think you have a fleshly attachment. And I said, elaborate. And he said, not at this time.
The fuck?
I said, well, yeah. I said, what have you been working on? And he said, well, if you have been following me, then you and Jesse would already know. And I'm working on some things, and I don't care if I have to work with the enemy. I'm willing to work with anybody to be able to grow my show and to be able to get my vision out. Now, this is what gets really weird. He said, that's because people are weak and pick and choose what they want. I will put anyone on blast who is a witch, and I hope that you would not hold that against me, Mike, because I have a huge vision coming out. Because people are afraid to do the right thing nowadays. I'm going to bypass that, and I am going to work on exposing the true evil witches of the occult. And I said, what is your full vision? I have been down with the flu. I guess I have missed what you're working on. He said, Mike, sorry. I meant to reply back to you. My vision is simple. What if we can change on society's input on a variety of different formats, soft-spoken horror, engagement horror, narrative flipping, using it as a beacon instead of people seeing it in the shop? You are surrounded by evil, I believe, brother, and you don't even see it. Evil has encompassed you. It's around you. Wicker Static is my new channel that will expose all the evil. It will be coming out soon, and I hope that you will understand and follow my vision. Tell me
But
that
I'm a
ain't
witch
weird.
still. He thinks I'm a fucking witch too.
Yeah. But yet his channel is Wicker Static, like Wiccan.
Oh,
I don't
I
know.
thought wicker. I'm like thinking wicker, like a wicker basket, like a wicker chair.
I don't know. He calls it Wicker Static.
I don't know.
And then I sent him one last one. I said, okay, well, I look forward to talking to you when I get over the flu. He said, I appreciate the relationship that I have with you. I've always looked up to you, respect you. I'll be sending people your way. And please keep this confidential as I would keep our conversations confidential. And then at the very bottom, he said, I hope you follow my vision. It's about his vision. So I don't know exactly what his vision is.
Well, apparently, in his vision, he assumes that thinks that I'm a fucking witch. I am. You do realize I am like fucking done with this whole dang community.
People are evil in this community. He never used to act like that before, though. When I talked to him, he talked even differently. And anybody that doesn't follow his vision, he's going to put on blast.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Don't either. Unless he's meaning like if I don't follow his vision.
Just like Josh Turner, you put on blast.
I guess.
You know what? I really don't care. Anybody that wants to fucking call me a witch, they can just be stupid. I'm done.
I guarantee you, Brooks is behind a lot of it.
Maybe.
And then all of a sudden, the work lady shows up again.
And Travis acting weird.
He won't even read nothing. The last time Travis talked to me is whenever he sent me that thing and said, I would love to do a show with you. And he capitalized you. Y-O-U.
You know what? Just take me off the dang show. I've told you this. They don't like me, then get rid of me.
But the thing is, why do we have to convert to what they're hearing and believing? Why do other people get to dictate the show? Don't make no sense. But you flip it around, though, he must not like me right now either because he won't talk to me. I talked to Pam about it, and Pam said that he might be mad at me because I continued to keep you on my show and I didn't do what he was saying. Which, if that's his problem, then he just has to be mad at me because he doesn't run my channel. He doesn't run what I do. Much as, I like him and respect him, he doesn't make my business decisions. And no, he ain't going to do that. I'm not going to allow him to do that. He doesn't get to choose how I do my show. I mean, that would be like me telling him if he said, hey, come on my show. And I said, oh, come on, as long as you don't have such and such on. It's not my call to do that.
It worked with Ron Moorhead.
That'd be like telling, huh?
It worked with Ron Moorhead.
No, because you was on.
No, I wasn't.
I thought you was on that show.
No.
Oh, I thought you was. No, I would have let you because it doesn't matter to me.
No, I was not on show that night. Remember? In fact, I said, fine, you know what? Let's make a deal. Since he doesn't want me on the show in the first place, that's a perfect opportunity. And I took my trip up north and I did my camp out. And then that's when I got shit for that too, because everybody's like, oh, what? Now she's doing the camp out, what you were talking about. And I'm like, I had planned on doing the camp out for how long?
Yes.
Just like I have a feeling that when I finally start doing my boots on the ground again and start doing my stuff, people are going to start bitching again because now, oh yeah, she's trying to be like you again. That's not her spot. She needs to be taken up for you. For what?
I just ignore them. Do what you want to do. Just like the other night whenever I was sick and all that was going on, I had Sharon sent me a photo. She was wanting to block a person in our chat that hasn't done anything wrong.
For what?
Some guy named Gavin.
For what?
She said he was acting mysterious and only had his account for 8 days, and she said she was going to block him. And I said, if he hasn't done anything, don't block him.
Right?
I said, it's another view.
Yeah.
And she said he was acting strange with you, so she was going to block him.
Strange with me?
He was talking to
Okay.
you, she said in chat. And she said she went and checked his page and it was 8 days old. So she figured it was a fake account and she was going to block it.
Who the fuck
I
cares if
don't
they
know
were
if she
talking?
did.
I talk with everybody in chat.
I don't even know if she did block it or not. I told her not to. They have got where they check every name in that chat now. All
Yeah,
of them.
and what? Just because somebody is talking? That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Or if it's a new account. They don't like the new account.
There's new accounts all the time, especially considering you even said to people, hey, even if you're, PRT and you want to come over, yeah, make a new account. Oh, okay. So then we start blocking new
Right.
accounts? Yeah, that'll be good. Even better.
I'm wanting to get up and get outside. It's driving me crazy. I've been wanting to do boots on the ground for a week now, but my doctor said not right now.
Probably a good idea not for them.
She doesn't want me to turn this into pneumonia.
Yeah, then definitely not a good idea to go out.
That's why I'm on that prednisone, 40 milligrams a day.
How many times do you take it?
Once. That's all you can take it a day is 40 milligrams once a day. They said that is a very high dose.